Hello, and welcome to Tech Corner, hosted by Nude Computer Guys. My name is Alex, and today I'm going to walk you through some of the new features of Photos in iOS 18. So to get started, let's go ahead and launch the Photos app. So the first thing you're going to notice is there is a bunch of new kind of features that weren't there. Like you have a bunch of new content at the bottom, like recent days, media type, utilities, a bunch of things that kind of look different. So you might be more used to something that looks more like this. So now the first thing is, let's say you do want the simpler view and you don't want all the content that is down here. You can do that. You can get it back to the old way. All you have to do is, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll see an option that says Custom and Reorder. If you go ahead and click on that, from here you can check the stuff you do not want to see. So if I want to go back to the old way, all I have to do is check everything off, click exit, and now I'm back to the old version look and feel of the old Photos app. Now and you can still access the other content in the menu options. So if you click on the little menu next to library, you can still access all that content on the side as well still. So you don't lose anything, it's just a different way to access the different content in your library. So I'm going to go ahead and add some of that content back, and we can kind of go through some of the new features. So I'm going to go at the bottom, hit customize and reorder. I'm going to go recent days, I'm going to click on media type, I'm going to click on utilities, and then you can do favorites, photos, trips, a bunch of other options you can pick from. So I'm going to just select a few of those. So let's talk about, so another really neat feature is there's an option you can now sort your photos, which is really kind of cool. You couldn't really do that before. So in order to do that, what you're going to want to do is go ahead and click on the little up and down arrow next to the year at the bottom here. And you've got some options. So you can either sort by recently added, capture date. You can have show both albums. You can either have your personal albums. You can also include shared albums. And there's a new thing where you can hit filters or filter. You can sort by filter or view options. From here you can kind of pick and choose what things you want to view. So that's kind of a few new features of the filters option and sorting them. So now let's talk about some of the new stuff here. So as you can see recent days, which is really kind of cool. But then we've got some media types, which we've had in the past, which is nothing different. But under utilities, there are some new things. So you now have documents. So it can scan and look for documents. So if you take a picture of a document, it can detect that, and it makes it a lot easier to find something in your photo, especially if you have thousands and thousands of photos. You can look up the imports, you can go to the maps. You can also, the cool thing I love, a new feature, is you can look up by QR code, which is really kind of a cool feature. Where is it? QR code. So you can select QR code, and then you can look up anything that is has a QR code in it. This is really great if you take pictures of like tickets for concerts or events, and you want to be able to quickly find them in your photos. You can go right here, and this is a very quick way to look that up. So let's also talk about doing a little bit of editing. So one cool thing in Apple Photos with iOS 18 is you have Apple Intelligence, and now they've added a feature where you can actually remove stuff from your photos. So in order to do this, I'm going to go to my favorites really quick. And let's just go here. And let's say I want to remove something from this photo. So I'm going to take my Apple Pencil, I'm going to go to the edit, and then I'm going to click on the little pencil icon at the top here. And from here, I'm going to have a new icon where it has like a little eraser right here. So if I click on that, that is going to be a magic erase. So then what I can do like it's working. But ideally, you're going to have an option where you can actually use like a magic erase and erase the content. Oh, there we go. So it's called cleanup. So if I do that, that will automatically remove it. Now let's say I want to also get rid of the remote. Just going to draw a circle around it. It's going to go ahead and get rid of that. So that is kind of a really neat feature within Photos. You can now use the cleanup erase in order to remove objects from your photos, especially if someone, is in the background of your photo you just taken, you didn't realize it. Great way to do that. And it does a fairly good job. If you have more complicated scenes, it can be a little wonky. So you might need to, so sometimes it'll work, and then other times you might need to also use like a program like Affinity Photo or Photoshop or Pixelmator or something like that in order to really get it removed and where it still looks, good. Doesn't look like you just removed an object out of your photos. So another neat feature with Apple Intelligence is there is also memories. And so, as you know, memories here, but you can create memories. So now you can actually type in photos. So if I hit that, it's going to go ahead and go through all my photos and look for images of flowers. And then it's going to basically compile memories based off of that, which is really cool. So this is really cool if you want to create a quick little video or something to send to someone, like especially on their birthday and stuff, and you want to say, hey, I want to send a photo of me and my friend through the years. It can do that, and it'll go ahead and create a memory, and then you can send it to them, which is really cool. And you can always customize it and tweak it, which is really neat. So you can, add and subtract from it, update the music and all that if you want. But it's a really cool way to make memories versus just having Apple automatically make memories. You can now have a little bit more control of what kind of memories you want to have it create. So those are some of the neat features of Photos in iOS 18. Hopefully you found this informative. If you like this video, provide a thumbs up. And if you are interested in additional content, feel free to subscribe to my channel, and look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you so much.